What's up, everybody? Let's get to it.
Many of us will see this and be inspired. You know what I'm saying? Whenever I see somebody working hard, bro, for years and years, and something finally catches on and they start succeeding, that shit is inspirational. For some of us, though, it bring the hate out your ass. Keep all that hate to yourself, bro. Get all that hate out your heart. Because at the end
Some of your biggest supporters turn around and be your biggest haters. It's crazy.
Wicked tend to win, and they do so because they have a huge advantage over the good. They are willing to act with the darkest ingenuity and cunning to further their cause. They are not held back by those rigid opponents of change, principles. They will be prepared to outright lie, twist facts, threaten, or get violent. They will also, when the situation demands it, know how to seductively deceive, use charm and honeyed words, bedazzle and distract. And in this way, they conquer the world. It's routinely assumed that a large part of what it means to be a good person is that one acts well. One doesn't only have good ends, one is committed to good means. So, if one wants a more serious world, one needs to win people over through serious argument, not clickbait. If one wants a fairer world, one has to judiciously and gently try to persuade the agents of injustice to surrender willingly, not through intimidation. And if one wants people to be kind, one must show kindness to one's enemies, not ruthlessness. It sounds splendid, but Machiavelli couldn't overlook an incontrovertible problem. It doesn't work. As he looked back over the history of Florence and the Italian states more generally, he observed that nice princes, statesmen, and merchants always come unstuck. That's why he wrote the book for which we know him today, The Prince, a short, dazzling manual of advice for well-disposed princes on how not to finish last. And the answer, in short, was to be as nice as one wished, but never to be overly devoted to acting nicely, and indeed to know how to borrow, when need be, every single trick employed by the most cynical, dastardly, unscrupulous, and nastiest people who have ever lived. Machiavelli knew where our counterproductive obsession with acting nicely originated. The West was brought up on the Christian story of Jesus of Nazareth, the very nice man from Galilee who always treated people well and wound up as the King of Kings and the ruler of eternity. But Machiavelli pointed out one inconvenient detail to this sentimental tale of the triumph of goodness through meekness. From a practical perspective, Jesus' life was an outright disaster. This gentle soul was trampled upon and humiliated, disregarded and mocked. Judged in his lifetime and outside of any divine assistance, he was one of history's greatest losers. The clue to being effective lies in overcoming all vestiges of this story. The Prince was not, as is often thought, a guide to being a tyrant. It's a guide about what nice people should learn from tyrants. It's a book about how to be effective, not just good. It's a book haunted by examples of the impotence of the pure. The admirable prince, and today we might add CEO, political activist, or thinker, should learn every lesson from the slickest, most devious operators around. They should know how to scare and intimidate, cajole and bully, entrap and beguile. The good politician needs to learn from the bad one, the earnest entrepreneur from the slick one. We are all ultimately the sum of what we achieve, not what we intend. If we care about wisdom, kindness, seriousness, and virtue, but only ever act wisely, kindly, seriously, and virtuously, we will, Machiavelli warns us, get nowhere. We need to learn lessons from an unexpected source, those we temperamentally most despise. They have the most to teach us about how to bring about the reality we yearn for, but that they are fighting against. We need weapons of similar grade steel to theirs. Ultimately, we should care more about being effective than about being nobly intentioned. It's not enough to dream well. The true measure is what we achieve. The purpose is to change the world for the better, not reside in the quiet comforts of good intentions and a warm heart. All this Machiavelli knew. He disturbs us for good reason, because he probes us where we are at our most self-serving. We tell ourselves we didn't get there because we're a little too pure, good, and kind. Machiavelli bracingly informs us we are stuck because we have been too short-sighted to learn from those who really know, our enemies.
You know what being a nice guy has gotten me? It's got me stabbed in the back, kicked while I'm down, gaslit, blackballed. You know, I've been in positions where I've reached out and helped people that needed it. And those same people, when they got in a position to help me out, they never did. Seems real common in this world we live in. It's quite sad, but true. It's always the person you least expect to do you how you never thought you would ever be done. It's always when you have your guard down is when you get sucker punched. Be wise. Don't be naive.
Ever heard of the mythical phoenix? Let's dive into its magic. This legendary bird symbolizes renewal and rebirth in cultures. The phoenix is reborn from its ashes after a fiery destruction. This cycle teaches us about resilience and starting anew. Embrace your inner phoenix and rise from challenges stronger.
Phoenix, symbol of rebirth. The phoenix is one of the most powerful symbols of rebirth and resilience.
Rise up like the phoenix out of the ashes today. Rise up like the phoenix out of the ashes today.
Vamos her.
Kinds of people in life. They're winners and they're losers. And the definition is this. Losers take things that happen to them and that they feel inside that suck, and they wallow, and they use it for self or outward destruction. Winners take whatever they feel it, it sucks, and they transmute it into things that are good for themselves and for the world. Period. End of story. Two kinds of people in life. They're winners and they're losers. And the definition is this.
Do you want to be a winner or do you want to be a loser? You got to step up from the ashes and rise like a phoenix. Yes, you've been through hard times. Yes, you've been down in the dirt. You've been kicked. But it's going to be your time soon. You stay consistent. You stay chasing what you want, following your heart. You'll get what you want. It don't matter what's happening to you. You have the ability to change everything you want. Plain and simple. Losers accept defeat, lay in fetal position, while Phoenix rise from the burnt ashes out of the depths of hell and become winners. Soar to your next story. Rise to your next journey. It's within you. You've got what it takes.
So many people might have been able to do so many awesome things if they could really do what they wanted to do instead of just following the beaten path.
Bro, if you're succeeding at a life that you hate, imagine how great you'd be at one that you actually enjoyed.
Some people never will have much. They're too cautious. Now, you can also be too reckless, but you can also be too cautious. This is
I
called
feel
the
like
timid
cautious is just your
approach to life.
anxiety.
I used to say, what if
Don't let
this
your anxiety get a hold of
happens?
you.
It's called the language of the poor. What if this happens? And on top of that, if this was to happen, look at the fix I'd be in. I better not try. When I finally discovered it's all risky. The minute you were born, it got risky. If you think trying is risky, wait till they hand you the bill for not trying. See, it's all risky. Getting married is risky. Having children is risky. Going into business is risky. Investing your money is risky. It's all risky. I'll tell you how risky life is. You're not going to get out alive.
The saddest thing is that the people that are most broken and that are hurting and are the saddest are the ones that would do absolutely anything for anyone else. Because they know the pain, they know what it feels like, and they don't want anyone else to have to go through that. But in doing so, they break even more because nobody ever does that for them. It's crazy what a person with a kind heart, what a kind soul would do something for anybody. But all they want is the same thing in return, and they can't even receive it, and it hurts. Because I used to be that person that would give everything. I would give my life. I would give my soul. I would give my heart. But in reality, all I would get back was a broken heart, tears, pain, mental health issues, because I just wanted somebody to treat me the same way. It's a sad world we live in.
If you're too nice, people will use you. If you're too strong, they'll try to break you. If you're too kind, they'll take advantage. If you're too available, they'll ignore your value. If you're too honest, you'll offend someone. If you're too humble, they'll overlook you. If you're too forgiving, they'll hurt you again. If you're too trusting, they'll deceive you. If you're too patient, they'll delay your peace. If you're too giving, you'll end up empty. The truth is, extremes make you vulnerable. Too much of anything, even the good, can break you. Learn to protect your heart, manage your energy, and set your limits. Because balance isn't just wisdom, it's survival. If you're too nice, people will use you. If you're too strong,
That's some great, powerful advice right there. Oh my goodness. And it's the truth. And it touches you if you're a real person. Don't let people take advantage of you. That's what being nice does. It's a sad reality we live in, but it's the painful truth. My biggest haters at one time loved me and praised me the most. It's like anytime you think you have something, it's really not yours. It's like a carrot dangling in front of a horse that's running the family into town. In the horse and buggy days. I'm rambling on. It is past my bedtime. This is Thomas with Lukewarm Mess. God bless. Love y'all. Stand up in what you believe in. Chase your dreams. Fuck those haters. Whatever they gotta say. I'm Karens and Kens in this fucking world. Plastic ass nuts. Peace the fuck out.